Hello and welcome. This is Cloud Surf. I posted a video a couple of weeks ago where I was using this Xenan Lifeforce deck that I'm kind of excited about. Recently made a Reddit post, just kind of getting everybody else's opinion. Since I don't really usually play this game enough to hit Diamond or Master, but today we'll make a push for Diamond. Almost there. This deck's been working out pretty well. Now. Ever since that Reddit post, I went, I think 3-1. I think it's been 4 games since then. But here's why I was excited about it. Right? Where's the red? It's all green. So, yeah, here. And this is starting. Yeah, this should all be pretty much the same version of the deck. So 1, 2 losses, and then actually 3 losses really recently. But I also wasn't playing the best. So, the deck, yeah. That's what we want. Now, I've just made a couple of changes. I mentioned in the previous video, and we mentioned in the Reddit thread, that the Aspirant is just not so great. And I lost a game. One of the games I lost yesterday was just because I couldn't hit double time. So I went up to 3 Seek Power. That's just a much more relevant way to spend my first turn than playing a Cult Aspirant. And also, I had missed that Cabal Slasher might actually be a playable card. It used to be just completely unplayable, so I kind of ignored it. So I'll try a couple of those, even though I'm not really happy having another 2-drop. I'm perfectly happy with Dreamsnatcher, Oasis Seeker. Actually, you know what? Having 10 of the actual aggressive 2-drops, maybe that's great. So maybe I should have always been doing this. Anyway, that's pretty much, yeah, those are the only changes from what I've shown so far. So let's play some games. I'm just kind of doing this maybe for an hour in the morning before and then maybe I'll play again later. But maybe we'll get lucky and push to Diamond, or maybe we'll just lose and actually rank down. Who knows? Yeah, so in the Reddit thread, the responses were kind of what I expected, and it was just mostly people saying the same thoughts I had about the deck always. The big thing is it's just too fragile against the removal pile type decks. But the reason I've found this deck playable is I'm just not running into so many of these removal pile decks. But this Eternals metagame shifts so quickly. And I play so sparsely that pretty much every time I sit down and play, it's just a completely different game. So, alright, this is a pretty amazing hand, actually. And already we're seeing the benefits of having 1 Seek Power. If this was a Cult Aspirant, then maybe we wouldn't actually drop Premonition Wisp turn 3, and maybe this whole thing would end up being lackluster. But this looks pretty nice. So now we have our double time and double shadow. We're going to, I'm not sure yet, Dreamsnatcher or Oasis Seeker here. This gives us both options. So the big deal is we want to proc Premonition Wisp. So we really want something to survive. But what are we playing against? It could be like Praxis, Torch kills either of these things. The nice thing is you only need to attack to proc this, which makes it slightly more reliable than the Dreamsnatcher, but also Dreamsnatcher can attack into more creatures without itself getting killed. So I don't know necessarily which one of these is right. I think this is going to be good. Sure, yeah. So this is pretty great. Now they could just drop a Sandstorm Titan in a couple of turns, and that slows us down a lot. Unless we draw a rapid shot.
What have we here?
But this is wonderful. Actually, I've thought about trying this card. The reason I don't is this is actually a very aggressive deck, and I'd rather be playing a more aggressive card. Do we care about this? Because I could kill it, or I could just keep curving out with a couple more creatures. It actually looks quite good. And then getting the 3 life is... Yeah, I mean, I can kill that next time. This looks too good.
You're worth more dead than alive.
The journey to Amora is long.
Alright, so 3/3 for 2. I mean, still, I find... It seems lackluster to me, but... I don't know, we'll see how he plays out. So yeah, this is pretty great. At this point, I'll probably just kill this guy, because they're a Reliquary Raider. Kill the Raider. Just so they don't gain life. I don't know. I don't think it matters so much what we do here. What is their game plan? They're also some kind of Life Force deck, but not nearly as aggressive as us. Yeah. I mean, I could just keep going wide. But I don't think we're going to do much else with this extract anyway. And we have enough guys, right? Yeah, this doesn't really do anything for us. Seems okay, I guess. That's fine. I mean, we paid 2.
Be welcome, friend.
Yeah, so it's just, I mean, is dead on board? No, I guess we don't quite kill them. No, that's too bad. But, I mean, they kind of have to trade this for our 4/4, don't they? Or do they eat this guy, chump the 4/4, take 5? Yeah, I mean, it's not... I guess we don't just win. We don't want to Lunar Mages, because we don't want them to draw possibly more answers. So we're probably just going to do these 2 cards. Might as well see what's going on in their hand. I don't think it matters so much. Yeah, it doesn't matter really at all if they pump their guys next turn, but this could matter. And then, yeah, we just A space, I guess, is probably what happens here. Oh. Yeah, let's just, yeah. Alright, let's keep doing that. I mean, you notice that they had all this slower... Well, they had a expensive removal, right? They had the fast removal for 3. They had that nice 4-drop that's really good against the Justice decks. And that's kind of how I used to have Life Force too, with all this removal back during like the Tavrod era when I was first messing with it. But I think I mentioned in my last video, I don't play much removal because, you know, we just kind of don't care about their creatures usually. It's pretty much, like, the one thing they could have done that would have mattered was Sandstorm Titan, and Rapid Shot is pretty much all we can do about that. Or we end up trading, like, a creature and an extract, which sucks. But for the most part, we just, we're very proactive and try to go over the top of the opponent's creatures. This is terrible. I mean, we just can't cast anything. Yeah, so this is not this doesn't look very nice. I mean, we're gonna hope to draw into like one of our, yeah, some way to proc this. It looks like we're not really doing anything interesting till turn 4, and if they just remove a Wisp, like we don't do anything this game. But I don't know what we can do about that, so might as well get a shadow off of this now. I do that just because maybe we draw a sigil. It probably doesn't matter. Yeah, so if we needed more power, then maybe I'd run this out here, but it's just an incredibly useful card in so many ways in this deck, and just against Justice decks that have Aegis and whatnot, and Fire decks that have like Oni run-ins, 1 toughness, 1 life units. So yeah, we just kind of waste our turn.
Rakano's weapons.
Wow, that's pretty good. I mean, that kind of just is better than our hand. So, because I was really hoping they'd play like the 2-1 or whatever that we could eat. But the thing is, we're actually really just well positioned against this deck, against like a Rakano aggro deck. So we really just want to start building our board and go over the top of them is kind of how this game needs to go. And right now all we can do for that is get a Premonition Wisp down, get some 4/4s. It's too bad to not get our proc out of this later. These are always so nice. I mean, they probably just like torch this or whatever, and it's looking pretty bad here. We had a really slow start. So yeah, typically we can go over the top of the Rakano deck, but with a start like this, but that's promising. So they're letting us get our 4/4. They think they're gonna race us here. Maybe they're right, but I think we usually end up winning the races against these Rakano decks. Yeah. So we could be super greedy and play like another Wisp. Oh. Yeah, and then okay, we can't proc it with that this turn. Could be super greedy and play a Wisp. I mean, the reason I'm kind of tempted to do that is otherwise we spend this entire turn just to play one of these and proc our Wisp to get a 4/4. That's actually not very impressive. Yeah, I'm not liking this position. Alternatively, we just expect them to attack with everybody. At the end of their turn, we IN, and then we play Wisp. We play Wisp on our next turn and proc them both. That's probably what we should do. And then our backup plan is to proc them both with Amber Waystone if they kill Aeon. But I'm not feeling very good about our position.
Trust in your skills.
Yes. So typically we get to... Typically our lifesteal's a little bit better than theirs, but not right now. Yeah. But at least our game plan's kind of working out. We get to attack with this guy. We are going to get a couple 4/4s. I think we still need to get lucky, but that's actually pretty nice. That kind of really changes the race because we have enough power to do that and the Premonition Wisp. So we want to get both of those down. So do this.
You're worth more dead than alive.
I have to. Okay. No. Sure. I mean, we just wanted to gain the life anyway. I mean, so we really hope they don't just like torch this. Maybe they end up getting one more attack and then trading. That guy. Yeah. I mean, this game's not going to last much longer anyway, so I don't know how much that matters. Oh, that's kind of nice. So we could actually trade now. He could pump. But I don't think we win this game by being conservative. We just got to hope to get any advantages we can. So they kill one of our 4/4s. And that should be it. Now if they pump, they go to 8/8. So yeah, if we wanted to be absolutely sure that we were going to kill this... yeah, because of the quick draw, there's really no way we can do that. We just hope that they can't pump their guy. Oh, so they kill this. This takes 6. Seems good. Oh, no. Oh, no, they have it. Okay, we just lose. You eternal experts out there, like the masters, probably are good enough at watching the cues and how long the window for fast spells pauses the game. You're probably much better at reading if they actually have the finest hour than I am. Maybe it was completely obvious for somebody watching for the right cues. To me, I thought, there was maybe some uncertainty. So, yeah, I don't think we have much we can do here. They kill us pretty much in one attack.
It's written right here.
Y'all, yeah. Alright, next one. So I think we're really well positioned against Rakano. That we just had a really slow start. And we want to stay ahead in that race, but Finest Hour is a really great card. So when you're doing these races, we're both attacking and blocking a lot, and Finest Hour is pretty amazing. Then again, we have Rapid Shot, and if, with Rapid Shot in hand, we could have done a lot more interesting things as well. Alright, yeah, we need more power. Yeah, Sand's not terrible. So I'm liking Seek Power a lot, especially because we even need to get up to 4 time, or like 3 time before we can play these and proc it. Maybe I just need 4 copies of Seek Power in this deck. I mean, in general, I just like especially before they added all the really nice dual lands, I used to put 4 Seek Power in most of my decks. It's just a really good card.
The journey to Amara is long.
Yeah, I think after this game I'm just going to cut something for another Seek Power. It's just always good.
By order of the Orange Band.
Yeah, it's too bad we don't have like a Premonition Radiant here. But anyway. What is this card? People play this? No? Okay. So I'm gonna just keep adding time in case. Well, I mean that's the last one I needed to add. We just want to have access to proccing our Amber Waystone in case it's relevant. All right. I mean, they could end up doing something interesting with that guy. So, I really like having Rapid Shot here. I think there's going to be a turn where Rapid Shot really changes this game. Oh, shit. Excuse my language, but for some reason I thought I played this. I definitely meant to play this last turn. I didn't use any of my power. Yeah. Alright. I mean, otherwise this game would have been too easy, right? Let's just skip our turn 3 so that they have a fighting chance. So this procs this. Maybe they double block here and we just get to blow them out and then not get punished for our turn 3. Like, yeah. See, Rapid Shot's a sweet card. And we get to play this guy anyway. I pretty much skipped my 3rd turn just to lull them into a false sense of security. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now we get to start just drawing just tons of cards. lose this guy now, but we get card this turn, card next turn. We'll draw some other way to gain life. Seems good.
Be welcome, friend.
No, but so, you know, on the Reddit thread, somebody was mentioning just how Beckoning Lumen is so squishy, and yeah, it is, but it's so rare that they have fast removal for it. Like, sometimes Torch will be up, but that's pretty rare. And we just got a 2-for-1, right? So they killed our Beckoning Lumen with Vanquish, but we drew a card off of it, and it's usually at least a 2-for-1. This is a very good card. Anyway, that all being said, it's not like we're actually in a good position now. If they have, you know, if they just have like a good card, then we're behind. That's not it. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, this frog could end up doing great things if we get like the cultist that pumps everybody. Alright. So I mean, at least we have a clock on them, but it's not a fast one. They have so many cards. Sabotage was a pretty sweet draw, but I mean, I think we're going to lose this game just to them playing a good unit, so that doesn't really help with that. But yeah, I don't see that mattering. That's not going to matter. I guess this keeps them alive to do things that do matter. I mean, like later on, this could be the reason they can finally win the game. But I think if we don't close the game quick, they're going to win anyway. So let's just do this. Do. We're perfectly happy to get up to 8 power. Like now, if we draw a yawn, it's very good. I hesitate to like let them draw an extra card when they do things like pass on turn 6. Now this could mean they top decked the Celestial Omen, but that's super unlikely. And we just saw all these other cards that they wouldn't play. I mean, how many cards did we see? I should have paid a little bit more attention. Yeah, anyway. We just need to kill them.
Find solace in the darkness.
So yeah, we gotta kill them this turn, because if they play the sword, that just buys them so much time. Ouch! Oh no! Oh no! Alright, wow, this is a fun game, man. Alright. So they're at 1 and they get to play their giant sword guy. And I don't know, we'll see what happens, because at least we get
Be welcome, friend.
we're doing stuff. But they play their sword, they go to 9, kill this, they go to 4, oh, and then they die. So I guess actually we're fine. Close game, though. Good game, boy. And all these quests. Those are good cards. That was a fun game. Oh, I wanted to add another seek. I wanted to add another seek power to this deck. Huh. Like if one of these... No, Lunar Mages is too good. What would I even cut for a seek power? I don't know. This hand's pretty meh. If they drop like an Oni Ronin right now, that'd be great. No. So we're this is probably one of these removal pile decks we're gonna have trouble against, but or Screaming Rindra type thing. Anyway, let's focus here. So yeah, I'm a little tempted to just get our power off of Aura's Favor here because we're not doing anything else this turn, and we have these 4-drops. So typically I hate not getting value out of the 1 damage, but otherwise we're not using any of our power and we might be screwed. So
Touch shadow.
So here's where Aeon's pretty great. Also Lunar Mages would be... Actually, Aeon's much better than Lunar Mages here because we're going to proc Premonition Wisp. Yeah, I mean, they probably don't do anything really on their turn, and then we Aeon, we proc Premonition Wisp. We have a 3/3 and a 4/4. They get to play Hailstorm, which will clear our 2/2 and our 3/3, but we still have a 4/4.
The darkness.
So, seems okay. Yeah. I mean, so also I guess they could just kill our attacker with 4 damage. I think, yeah, that's the one thing they could do. But if they have that, though, what would we want to do differently this turn? Just play a 4/4? So we definitely have a 4/4. I mean, because best case, we're probably just going to be left with a 4/4 on the board anyway. Let's save this for later. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so they don't have... So I think the Wisp would have been better, but, you know. Hindsight. So we're going to proc this other one anyway. We'll have a couple of 4/4s. They could have the 5 cost, give everything -4 life. I don't know how much people play that card. I mean, I think we just lose to that card, right? So let's not worry too much about it. I mean, we could worry about it, but so we either just play a 4/4 and save these for after they clear the board. Alright, let's say they're going to clear the board. We could play this, they clear it, and then we get a 2/2 and a 4/4 later. Or we play this, proc it, they clear the board, and we only get a 4/4 later. There's not really a difference. I mean, the 2/2 doesn't matter, so I'm just going to do the more aggressive, higher payoff route. So yeah, hopefully they don't clear the board with the -4 life to everything. Ooh. That's great. That's beautiful. There's a Death Strike. Yeah. yeah, that card's a 4/5 now. I mean, I used to play a lot of Feln and Feln Scar. I mean, I really like those decks. And he used to be like a 3/5. And I was so mad that they pumped him up to 4 because he dies to Vanquish now. But man, does it help here for him. Ooh. Yeah, so this is where, since we didn't have either of our real payoff cards, we're in a really bad position. I mean, you don't win games just by playing 4/4s, usually. Not when you get to this stage against Feln. Thankfully, we do have Avara's favor, but... so at least we get to take out his guy. Yeah, I mean, we're fine. I guess he could just eat our 2/2 here, but I don't think that's going to happen. And really, the 2/2 doesn't matter. Especially because he has 2 damage to everything. Oh, I forgot all about the... Yeah, turning that guy into a 5/5. That'll be really useful later. I could have just turned one of them into a 5/5 and attacked with it. He has this ability, pay 6, +1/+1. And it's not an ultimate, you can just keep doing that. It's pretty sweet. Alright. And he has another deal 2 to everything. So, I mean, we're at parity. I think his deck's... I shouldn't say his. Warband? I don't know. Their deck is probably better when you're at parity and just top decking, because usually our cards are better when you have a couple of things work together. But this is great. Absolutely great. We're going to drop that at the end of his turn and ultimate it immediately, right? I could sandbag this sigil just so he doesn't know we have 8 already. And, yeah, that's not going to matter. I mean, I don't think that's going to change the way he plays his turn. Shoot. Yeah, I mean, it's super tempting to actually take the relevant removal out of his hand, but then, I mean, there's so many spells where he can kill this, right? What if we just take a redundant removal spell? So,
Welcome to the Fold.
what's the biggest? It's gonna silence it too, so I guess we'll do this. Not that it matters. We don't have any other ways, like, we don't have Dark Return. Dark Return might be kind of cool, but we're not playing it. But now we can dig into their hand. Oh yeah, man, whatever. I guess we had to do that at some point. I mean, it would have been way smarter to wait just till we top decked Vara's favor. So that was definitely wrong.
Find solace in the darkness.
It's good. It's a good card. This actually does help a lot, because we can maybe just keep going wide now. So we play the Wisp and attack, and he trades. Not even trades. He just eats this. Goes to 4, and then we have, like we have lethal if he doesn't play anything. But our alternative is to kind of just sit here. Just sit here and hope to top deck better than the deck that plays Strategize and Wisdom of the Elders and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, I'm not happy about this position at all, but might as well make him fear Death Strike or something. I don't know. I mean, of course you can't fear Death Strike. Like, I would have used it. He knows this is a useless card. That helps a lot. That helps him a lot. Yeah, so like now our only hope is to go super wide. Time for him to stop killing our dudes.
Find solace in the darkness.
And yeah, he knows this card's dead, so I'm just gonna... Like, our deck can be pretty power hungry. We'll just keep playing all that stuff out. Yeah, maybe we'll just kill him with Nightfall, huh? I mean, he can't really attack, can he? Yeah, he can't. I guess he probably will. Just, it probably isn't his best. Ooh, especially now. Yeah. I mean, we're not supposed to get to this stage of the game. This is nice. There's a pretty good chance if I just attack with the 4/4. If I only attack with a 4/4, you know, that's a bluff. You can think I have Vara's favor. But I think in that situation, I think he just blocks with his 3/5 because it's worth losing it. So we're not gonna do any of those shenanigans. At least we have time.
Be welcome.
You're worth more dead than alive.
Oh no! Sabotage my sabotage. Man, we haven't had the cultist that pumps our team today, have we? Did he not have anything to get back with that? Wait, yeah, he does. What's going on? Oh, they made this card bad. I forgot. I don't think they had to do that. This card was fine. You should reward the shadow player for getting to 8 power. But not, so I'm referring to how it used to also, when you play it, immediately let you bring back a guy. It was just pretty recently that they patched this so that it's potentially you just waste 8 power if your opponent has a removal spell. I wonder what's going on. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, what do we do? I mean, it's I don't. Our chances of winning this game are so low, but I guess there's no reason to concede. Oh, they didn't like actually disconnect, did they? Because that would be sad. I think they were just kind of making me have this little bit of hope. Let's make them think we might have disconnected and they have a chance of winning this game. I mean, if that's how we win this game, it's going to be pretty demotivating. That might be the end of the recording for the day. I don't deserve to win this game. Come on. Come on, Warband, I believe in you. Then again, he plays this card. Is that still good? Can people still play that? Maybe he just like rage quit because he hasn't played the game in a while and he thought this was going to bring back one of his 4/5s. That's what I would do. Oh no. I mean, rage quitting was definitely not a good thing to do. It must be a technical problem that he had. Is that even... Is he really just max... What is he doing?
The journey to Almora.
That doesn't look like the right... Because if he was actually not passing the turn, wouldn't it automatically have made him lose it by now? Or did they change how that works? There we go. Well... Yeah, that's weird. Because I want to feel like we actually are a diamond deck. But, you know, that's one of our hard matchups. So we probably should have lost it. Anyway. Might as well keep going until we lose. That's the plan. Push to diamond or push to lose. 'Cause I gotta go on and do some other stuff. Oh. I really actually would like another Seek Power. I mean, this... Ugh. I don't even think that... I still don't think it's that great of a card. And I'm already so lean here. Like, I only have 3 Temple Scribes. That card's so great. Far's Favor's great. Yeah, there's we already have just 25 power, right? Okay, I'll just test like one of these for now, because yeah, we'll just do that. So where we're at right now, we essentially are taking what I was playing a couple weeks ago and dropped the Cult Aspirants for Seek Power. We dropped 3 of them for 3 more Seek Power because we used to have 1. We dropped 1 of them for the Cabal Slasher. Man, we're mulliganing a lot. Let's see. So, yeah, there's not really enough of an upside here. I mean, the nice thing is if you do get enough power, curving Lunar Magus into Beckoning Lumen is really nice. So we could just grab Shadow and then play... Ooh, no, we could just grab Time. Play Temple Scribe. We have a couple more chances to draw another power. And then, yeah, you know what? The upside on this looks pretty great. I think this is also me just kind of punishing myself because we shouldn't have won the last game. But we have 2 extra draws still. Rewarded. And if we draw 1 more power, hopefully Shadow, but even if it's Time,
It's written right here.
this is pretty great. Sometimes I really just bank on these hands that have a sweet upside.
Send a message.
Because, I mean, even, you know, in a given game, what, you have like a 50-50 chance of winning against a good whatever deck. What is this thing? Deadly Warcry? Okay. Oh, by the way, yeah, we're doing it.
Find solace in the dark.
So hopefully they don't slay him. Hopefully they choose to save their slay for Beckoning Lumen, for example. Because that's a 2-for-1 for us.
Trust in your skills.
Ooh, quick shot blowout, rapid shot blowout. He just will just trade his Death Toucher. But trading his Death Toucher for a 3/4 at this point's fine. It's good. So we ooh, but also this procs. So we could play this and then this and also get a 4/4, or we could just start drawing cards. And then the problem then is we're out of ways to draw cards, or we're out of ways to gain life. This is like the one turn we get to gain life. So I'd rather draw the cards. And in that sense, I also don't really want to spend this turn rapid shotting their 2/2. So I'm not attacking.
Be welcome, friend.
That's a really good card against us. I was like constantly scared of this card last time I recorded. Nobody ever played it. And now I guess I haven't had the proper fear. Today it hasn't been enough of my, when I'm thinking about how the next couple turns go, I haven't been spending nearly enough time thinking about Auric Runehammer. Whoops. But, it's, you know, we got our card. That's the thing. You always play Beckoning Lumen when it draws you a card. So that part of it's fine. So here's where Rapid Shot could be great. I mean, not really. We attack for the 1/1 with this. Cabal. Yeah, man, this is, yeah, we're so now we're really getting hurt for not having our second shadow. That'd give us so many more interesting options for this game. If we just don't attack, they get to kill this guy. If we do attack, they kill this guy. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's me being dumb. Like, I could have just played either of these. One of them was going to trade with that, and this card just is a lot worse, I think. Yeah, because right now we'd actually get our 4/4 if I hadn't been stupid. Whatever.
You're worth more.
It's written right here.
So now we have a 2/3 instead of a 2/2 and a 4/4. Yeah.
Your end draws near.
Here, I was just reevaluating how much I should care about like harsh rule. But this looks like a pretty aggressive deck. All right, now we're doing great, right?
Your end draw.
Let the ritual commence.
Finally, we get to have some fun with Catra. I mean, the deck seems to play fine without it, but you know, it's just completely different when you stick a Catra. I think it's ridiculous. Hey, we're getting there. Let's see if we can keep getting lucky. So I've been playing a little bit sloppier today than I try to when I stream. Or record, rather. But I would guess that the amount of time I spend analyzing my decisions is probably over the top for most people that would watch this anyway. Because when you play this game a lot, you can play a lot more intuitively. Things become a lot more obvious. And you don't have to go through the same thought process that I go through. But personally, like when I watch like some of my favorite streamers for Magic, for the example, and so I never watch people stream Eternal. I guess I should try to figure out like which streamers of Eternal I like to watch, but I just never even tried. I really appreciate like Reed Duke from Magic and like Luis Scott Vargas, and it's interesting because Luis Scott Vargas usually has the more intuitive. Hold on a second. So the thing is, this hand doesn't do much, but this is just a really nice payoff card, and we have our power, and we can at least interact. This affects my thinking like way more than it should. I need to start doing this just to make people think that I'm playing that deck. Alright, like this hand is just a lot worse, I think, than the one we pitched. A lot worse. But it's not. Whatever. We'll see what happens. We're going to need a third time. We already have double shadow. So, yeah, LSV, it's fun because he has that more... Oh, yeah. See? See, it does mean he plays that deck. So, I was... Right. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Yeah.
You're worth more dead than alive.
So all I wanted to say about that really was when I am recording this game, I think to me it seems more like the Reed Duke style of he goes really slow, and he really spends a lot of time on the deductive rather than the inductive decision-making process, which is really beneficial for someone like me who also doesn't play Magic that often. So he really explains the decisions more step by step, and I really like it because I just don't play enough to just see the pattern and just can skip a couple of steps, right? All right. Well, we could play a couple of dudes or see what the heck's going on with this deck first, and that interests me more. We still gotta play one dude. What is it? I really don't like that. I'll get to the torch. He can draw cards, or... Wow, this card does nothing against us, really. But yes. He has 2 Wisdom of the Elders. I mean, we have a pretty slow hand right now anyway, so he'll have time to get value out of all this. So what sticks better? I mean, this is slightly more likely to stick, I guess, because this dies to Lightning Storm, or whatever that is.
Your end draws near.
Oh, I do that a lot. Like, right, if I'm going to Sabotage anyway, it's probably right to play Dreamsnatcher first, because he becomes a 3/3. I do that all the time. I'm never gonna remember that he has that part of this discard thing. All right. So he's just gonna draw a couple of cards. We'll do this at the end of his turn. Yeah. Or wait, I guess not. Oh, he's in trouble. That's what's going on.
You will feed the darkness.
I guess we're just gonna luck sack our way to Diamond today. I swear this isn't how it always goes, guys. What are we even playing against? Is this Explorers, Sentinels? I have no idea what this is. There he goes. Now he can play Wisdom of the Elders. Start doing stuff. And we're going so slow that, right, like, we're not that well positioned. Actually, maybe he's favored right now. Who knows? So, when he was still hoping to draw the second Primal Influence, I might have held this back just to not draw him into it. Maybe I'd still want to play it. But now he's going to be drawing so many cards anyway that the Lunar Magus is better for us. Like, we need cards to play. He has plenty of cards to play, so Nightfall is really nice for us. I know, like, 100% of you watching this recording already know that. But maybe not. Maybe some newer players haven't gone through that thought process yet. Yeah, so Sandstorm Titan's really good against us. Let's try to draw a rapid shot, right? That's all we need to do. Just draw a rapid shot. We hoped. But this is great. Now we get to draw more cards than them even, if this sticks. Okay, so we could also attack and deal 5. It seems worse than just going wide next turn, though. So
Be welcome, friend.
this is pretty great. So I'm really scared about like what his deck's supposed to start doing now. Yeah, like there's that. I mean, there's a point where he didn't have it. But I wonder if that... I mean, that couldn't have been on purpose. Like, why would he have done that?
Be welcome.
It's written right here.
See, yeah, we got Hailstormed, but we drew a card off of Beckoning Lumen before we got Hailstormed. We had a 3/4. So Lunar Magus and Beckoning Lumen are actually pretty good against... Well, Lunar Magus is amazing against Hailstorm, but Beckoning Lumen matches up okay. Alright. Let's keep going.
On your feet, wanderer.
It doesn't matter. Okay. That's fine. Does this do it, or do we need to win again? Yeah. Alright, this will be the last game. Either we rank up or call it a day. I'm pretty happy. I think I'm happy with Seek Power. Yeah, Cabal Slasher just has never seemed to be important. At all. Like, to the point where I don't even really want to play this one. Temple Scribe is pretty good, though. And now that... So I was a little bit hesitant to have so many double time cards before, but now we have 4 Seek Power in the deck. I think that's a much better card. So yeah, I mean, for the record, if he had just drawn a second Primal in the beginning, we wouldn't have gotten so far ahead on tempo, I guess, and that game, you know, would have been a lot different. But also, he's playing 3 colors. Alright. So it's kind of hard for me to sympathize that he can't get the double primal. But because he has primal, because he had Hailstorm and Wisdom of the Elders, primal was probably his main color, so it's probably pretty unlikely that he gets that screwed. This is a really nice start for power, and yeah, I don't. The way these turns play out aren't amazing, but we're just like one interesting card away from doing something really cool here. Getting time so that we can proc Amber Waystone at some point. So, because the thing is, so turn 3 we do Premonition Wisp, and then we have to actually play Lunar Mages and wait a whole turn to hopefully gain 4 off of it before we can even proc Premonition Wisp. Like, it's not the position I want to be in. Alternatively, we could just sandbag this to be a little bit more likely to proc Premonition Wisp at some point, but then we'd be doing nothing this turn. Let's just see more cards. And they didn't do anything for the first couple turns.
Stonescar isn't a place for the weak-hearted.
Alright. So 3/4s look pretty good. Alternatively, we could focus on trying to proc him soon. I think we can really just... It can be a really good matchup when we just get going. So I really like the idea of just seeing a lot more cards and just piecing together like a really nice synergistic game.
Find solace in the darkness.
I think we're very well positioned against, like, you know, the Stonescar deck that doesn't even deal damage till turn 4. Actually, I might just make this trade. I mean, it's not actually important that we gain this 4 life right now. So, whatever.
Stonescar isn't a place for the weak-hearted.
So, same thing. I think we just keep drawing cards, and the next turn we can do both of these and start actually being more proactive, but
Find solace in the darkness.
this is fine. I mean, so what could happen, though, is we, like, drop both of these, and he just torches our Dreamsnatcher, and, it doesn't look so great. The math doesn't change here. Same story. This last turn.
Stonescar isn't a place for the weak-hearted.
That's all fine. So we just really hope he doesn't torch our Dreamsnatcher. So that's why we're actually going to Sabotage and Dreamsnatcher this turn. And the next turn I'll just play the two Premonition Wisps and try to proc both of them. And I know I just said I always forget to Sabotage after playing Dreamsnatcher, but I'm actually going to Sabotage first because he's showing Torch, right? So I'm doing it on purpose this time. Yeah. And we want to be able to attack with this next turn, so we'll do this, and then we'll play the Premonition Wisps next turn. That's really good.
End of the road, friend.
Oh, whoops. So yeah, we can actually just save some damage here. Well, I think we're fine. I'm liking this. Oh, darn it.
End of the road, friend.
That's very good. Ugh. Shoot. So, I'd like to attack. But we're only at 3. So, alright, so if I attack with our 2-3, we go to 5. If he attacks with everybody, we actually have to block. We have to trade with this and still take 1. Block one of these, we take 4, we go to 1. We go to 1, and we're in a pretty good position. And it really being at 1 or 3 is not such a big difference against his deck, probably, unless he has like Vara's Favor. And if we just sit back and do nothing, then he could also just do nothing and eventually draw like a torch and kill us anyway. I'm probably wrong here, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, there was nothing we were going to do about that. So, sweet deck, bro. It's been a pleasure. Didn't quite get there today. I gotta get going. Sorry to not do that final push. I guess just to end it, we'll see what's in this pack. What the hell is that card? And then, what was our record today? So this was before today, right? So we got 2-1, 4, 5, 5-2. Whatever. Almost got there. All right, thanks for joining me.